Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday today. Finally, the end of the working week. So, I just coming from the gym. Went to the gym today. Leg press, seated row, cable row, lat pull down. Did some supersets of those. And what else did I do? I did on the bench, I did curls, dumbbell, chest, sorry, not curls, chest fly. I did that. So, if you like my comment, like my content, like, share, comment, subscribe, please. So, I'm walking through the Barraca today, this morning. It's going to be quiet because it's still kind of early for, Cape Verdeans. Most of them ain't out and about. So I'm just walking through here so you can get to see where I was talking about. This is like the area that we're at the beginning of it now, but this is the area that is like what the Americans would call the projects or the ghetto. In the UK, we might call it the ghetto. In Jamaica, the ghetto. This is it. But altogether, it's not too bad. Obviously, there's a few dodgy parts, where there's druggies, drug dealers, all of that. But most of it's okay. Most of it, you're all good. And this is the place where, if you want the chicken, the grilled galinha, galado, galinha, this is where you're coming for it. In Sal Rei, you're coming to the Barraca. Yesterday when I was walking, someone was grilling chicken there. Someone was grilling chicken across the road as well. So yeah, and here, this is where the shops seem to be open all the time. In the middle of the night, you need to come to the shop here in Sal Rei. You're coming to the Barraca. So look, this is round here, round this area. I'm just doing a detour. I have to get back for work. Got to do some work today, hard work, and my team leader is back today as well, so I don't have the level of flexibility that I had before. As you can see, it's still windy. It's still very windy. Look, there's more people out and about. Well, these people are going to work and school and stuff. So the Barraca, it used to be apparently quite a bad area because the people used to just come and they didn't have, from Santiago and other islands, mostly from Santiago, but they do come from other islands and stay here as well. But they didn't have accommodation to come to, so they would just build their own accommodation. So the accommodation was like shanty towns, basically, homes made out of corrugated iron, a bit like in Jamaica they have them, and I can't remember what they're called in Brazil and stuff, but now I'm talking about corrugated iron roofs and stuff like that. So it was, and it didn't have any good sanitation, and it was just dangerous. Apparently it was just a danger zone. So the government came in and built up places for them, built up homes. So you can see some of these places here, like here. It's just social housing. But as I said, the social housing, look at this. It's just a cesspit mosquito swamp. It's just standing water there. It's getting up. But I like it. I feel at home around here because more people that are here look like me. So just feel at home. And there's more people from Santiago here. I love Santiago, so I feel quite at home here, but you can see it's just, you know, it's a rougher part of town. This is what they call downtown around here. It's just downtown. But you stick to the main streets. You don't go too deep into the Barraca. You're good, you know, good. So generally the people that are from around here, they're either from Santiago or other islands, and you know, it could be people from the mainland that, you know, if they're coming, like the Senegalese people that I met in the marketplace yesterday, they'll likely live around here as well. They'll likely live in the Barraca, and the rent, you know, the rent is cheap. I remember when I was thinking about coming there to live, and I was speaking to Jose, and I was saying I need to find somewhere to rent, and I need it to be cheap. And he was like, well, you could stay in the Barraca, but, you know, no, he didn't actually suggest it. He said there are some cheap places, but you weren't going to stay there. And I said, where? And he said, the Barraca. You can get cheap rent there. You can get an apartment, a one-bedroom apartment, for about €150 a month. I said, what? Hook me up. Hook me up. It's like, but it's the Barraca. It's downtown. So I don't care. I don't care. You know, I'll stay there. As long as I got some Wi-Fi, as long as I'm safe, then I'm fine, you know. And then my ex was like, and I was talking to him, we can get a cheap apartment, because he lived like midtown. And he was like, I was like, we can get a cheap apartment. We don't have to be spending out all this money. We can get a cheap apartment, put some savings away while we're starting the business and that. He was like, I'm not living in the Barraca. So why? Why not? What's wrong? Oh, these people are lawless. These people, you're not going to get any sleep. They play music all day, all night, and they're just lawless. So I don't know why you're talking like this. It's like, I need to sleep. I need to go to work. I can't live around these people. And the funny thing is, he was speaking like this, and where he lives is nightclubs around there. What else? Some restaurants playing music in the middle of the night. So, and it's noisy. It can get very noisy where he lives. So it's I don't know what you're talking about. Just think it's a bit prejudice, really, because it's funny that he would be like that when the housing around here, most of it is better quality than his own home. It don't have no windows in his house. It didn't have hot water in his house. The Barraca, the government built them social housing, and they have all of that. So actually living better than him in his house. You know, got no roof on your house, got no windows, got no hot water. You're going to be looking down on these people when they got better housing than you. Obviously, I had to find a way to say that diplomatically. I didn't say it like that because, you know, you don't want to hurt a man's feelings, hurt a person's feelings. But I had to let him know, look, you know, these people, their housing around there is of better quality. You have a better location because you're more inland, but you don't have the stuff that they have. All right, let me show you down here. Yeah, I can't really walk too far now because I need to go back for work. Otherwise, I'd give you a proper tour of round here. Maybe I'll do it a bit later. What the hell is this? Is this a pig? I'm assuming, yeah, it's alive, it's alive. It's just there, lying down. I thought it was dead. Look at this. This is the rubbish. Just dump the rubbish. That's the only, you know, there's just a lot going on around here. And then you can see, look, things like this. So this is like how my ex's house was. Actually, one day I might walk past it and show you. You know, it's got the cheek to be talking about, oh, these people, when your home is like this, your home is like that. Come on, please. It wasn't as bad as this one, but it's like that. So you have no roof, you have nothing. I actually when I was doing the tour yesterday, I happened to be near his home because my apartment's not that far. It wasn't knowingly doing it, but you know, his apartment's not too far from, his house isn't too far from my apartment. And I noticed that he was, his home, the top part of his home is now been built up, and it's got a roof now. So I was like, oh, wow. When I went to actually go and get my stuff in November, I could see building going on, construction on his property. And then afterwards, I did see, like this time round, when I went there yesterday, I see that it's all, it's not complete, but it's not decorated, but it's got upstairs now. And you know what, I was talking to ChatGPT about it, and I said to ChatGPT, look, I'm gonna walk up here, oh my God, I can smell bread, you know, bakery bread, damn, smells good. I'm so addicted to fresh baked bread, so I'm gonna walk here for a bit. But yeah, I was just thinking to myself, I'm glad it's not my money that he's spending, because I think he was trying to financially exploit me, yeah, and I was having none of that, yeah. So he will need to try to convince me to invest in his home, and so that we could live upstairs in his family home. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I think that you should invest in your family home, and you know, when we start our business, then you can use the proceeds of your profits to help build up your family home. And well, some poor victim has probably been duped into investing into his property, but it's not me. That's the main thing. It's not me. It's not my money, because he was trying to get me to spend 30,000 euro to do that. So I'm glad that's not me. It's just thinking, you know, ChatGPT was like, yeah, you dodged a bullet there. You dodged a bullet. And I was walking to the beach. It's funny because I was saying to, I was saying to ChatGPT, I was going to the beach yesterday. I'm gonna call my energy back because I'm leaving on Saturday. All the energy that's here on the, all the energy that I have left here, I want it back. Yeah, I want my energy back. That's what I'm saying. I'm calling back my energy. Yeah. So basically, I went to the beach. Walking to the beach after work. Asked ChatGPT, how am I calling back my energy now? What's the best way to call my energy back at the beach? So ChatGPT gave me some tips, and I was on my way to the beach, to Estoril Beach, to call my energy back. Yeah. And who did I see when I was walking to the beach? The ex's cousin. let's just call him the flying monkey enabler. He seemed to be really happy to see me. Obviously he hasn't done anything to me, so I'm not going to be nasty to him. But he seemed quite happy to see me, said hello, hugged me, all of that. Spoke to him, and then I said goodbye. No mention of the ex, you know. That is like Voldemort, not to be mentioned. You do not mention that name, yeah? I didn't say anything like that, but, you know, just don't mention it. Don't mention it. It. So, I just thought, like, I was saying to ChatGPT, it's just so strange that I'm, you know, I came here to call my energy back, and who do I see? The, you know, the enabler, the flying monkey. What the hell when I come to call my energy back? So ChatGPT was like, yeah, it's weird. It's almost like the universe is basically just throwing you that final thing, like the final sort of message here, you know, test. So I don't know how it's a test, because I ain't got nothing with this person, but it was this is really strange that I'm going to the beach to call back my energy and I see this individual. But nonetheless, I'm a different person to who I was before. I look the same on the outside, you know, but looks are deceiving. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not the same person I was before. So, you know, I didn't have that sort of trepidation that I might have had that been earlier on in my journey, you know. But yeah, that was sort of surreal in a way. But I did go to the beach. I recalled my energy. You know, yeah, see? Barraca. You can see it all behind me anyway. I was walking towards a pink building in front of me. I need to walk towards that because that is going back towards my apartment. I actually came on the outskirts. Look at all this. Yeah, I've been living in I was prepared to live in the Barraca. Obviously, I ain't living around this rubble. To live in the more developed part of the Barraca, but yeah, I would have lived there. You know, if my neighbours want to play music all night, it's okay to a point. But you see, when I can put some earplugs in to a point we can tolerate it. It's only if you're taking the piss now. Me and you's got to fight. We're gonna have beef, like that Netflix show, beef. We're gonna have it. But even they need to sleep, you know. Even they need to sleep. Even demons in human vessels need to sleep. So, you know, but I called back my energy and I felt good. I felt really good. I felt powerful. I felt good. I did. You know, and I'm going to do it again today. And I'm going to do it tomorrow too. I'm going to do it. Oh my God, it smells of sewage. It's like disgusting. But yeah, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it a few times. I'm trying to think where I can walk. Let me just show you this. I need to walk. I need to get over there. You can see all of this. I need to walk this way over here. I need to walk away from this mountain. I stayed in these pink apartments here. I stayed there and for 6 weeks. I stayed there for 2 weeks in the yellow apartments. I stayed in the yellow apartments over there. That's called Villa Cabral. The pink ones are called Port de Sol, and that's called Villa Cabral. And Villa Cabral 2 and Villa Cabral 1 next to these buildings, next to the yellow buildings, is called Villa Cabral 1, and that's Villa Cabral 2. So I stayed in Villa Cabral 2 for 2 weeks. That was the honeymoon period. That was during the honeymoon period when I came back to see, if the relationship, no, not the relationship, let's not call it that, the entanglement, now that I know better, could work. And, well, that was the Villa Cabral 2, the honeymoon period, was the best time of my life that I thought it was. Then I stayed there in the pink apartments, Port de Sol, and that is where the devaluation began. That period there, I was wanting to go back to the honeymoon period, which was never going to happen. Now I know better, but I just wanted to get back to that period there when I was in Villa Cabral 2. I spent 6-7 weeks in Port de Sol. The devaluation was beginning. It was a roller coaster of hot and cold behaviour, intermittent reinforcement of, hot, then cold, then gaslighting, and all sorts. So, yeah, it wasn't the happiest time then. And to be honest, I had both times it was 2-bedroom apartment, and in the second apartment that I rented, it's like I was during the devaluation period, I was duped to rent the apartment for us to stay in, and in the end I was there by myself when I did go there. I stayed during the daytime there, and then I ended up going to his house in the evenings, and so the apartment was a waste of time, though I guess I needed it because I still needed my space. But it was not cheap. The apartment was not cheap, and it was an apartment that I ended up paying money for a significant amount of time at tourist price, not local price, for me to just spend the daytime hours there when after I came back from the gym. When I woke up, went to the gym, because I never stopped that when I was here. Went to the gym, then went back to the apartment, and then I was there during the day, and then I'd leave in the evening. So, but there were times during some of the devaluation where I was just there by myself, and it was just sad, really sad. I felt alone. Like sometimes, you can be with someone and you can feel really alone, really, really alone. That you are thinking to yourself, why do I feel like this when I am with someone? Why do I feel alone? More alone than when I was alone. No, it's not even alone. You feel lonely. You're alone and you don't feel lonely. Then you're with someone and you think that you would have companionship and you'd I don't know, feel, maybe I was looking to feel whole. Maybe there's a part of me that did, probably, or complete or something. But you feel like, you're with someone, you love them, you think that you're gonna feel, this is it. But if it's the wrong relationship, you can feel alone, terribly alone. That you're like, why do I feel like this? How can I feel like this? And I'm with someone. I was better off when I was by myself. But you feel like your emotions and your feelings make you feel like you don't want to consider that. You know, you feel, just going through a rough patch, you should get better. So I would say, if you ever feel like that, you feel like you're with someone and you feel lonely, then you have to reassess the situation. You need to step back and think, why do I feel like this? What is happening here? Because if you're with someone and you feel worse than when you was by yourself, you need to go back to the previous position that you were in by yourself, the default position, if that's what it is. In my case, that's what it was. So, you know, you have to. Look at this. See, man, this is the dumping grounds. Dumpings here. This used to be, I think, the salt. Call it salt mine, salt field. Here used to be a lot of salt here. But now it's just a cesspit. I wouldn't like to have the homes. I wouldn't like to live here around this. You know, these homes are around this. And you know what? Actually, I'm thinking about it. When I was staying there, it was the summer, so this was all dried out. There wasn't water there. But now I can imagine it's just bare mosquitoes there, just biting you up. Because it's just stagnant water there. It's rubbish there. It's just disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm not saying the people are disgusting. I'm just saying that is disgusting. Yeah. I wouldn't want to live around that. Kind of doing some cutting through right now, you know, to get back to my apartment. But yeah, you have to step back and just reassess the situation. Don't be afraid to. You know, I was just in a situation where I was just feeling like, met someone really happy at first, and I couldn't understand why things were the way that they were, but I wanted to get back to those golden times, and yeah, there ain't no golden times to get back to. It's all a facade, all a damn facade. Yeah. Once you know, you know. Once you see, you can't unsee. So yeah, but I was gonna come and live here in the Barraca. I was gonna come and live here, just not there by the cesspit, salt field cesspit. Look at all this here. It's just some dumping grounds, and then this is the edge. So this is the edge of Midtown here. That was the Barraca that we just come from, and now we're coming into Midtown. So Midtown here, this is the border street where we're at here. You know, behind is the Barraca, the salt, I think the salt field separates. Here, now this is the street, the last street of Midtown. And here, this red building is the supermarket. I need to walk down here. So now we're back in Midtown. You see the housing starts to change now. I need to get myself back to the apartment, but I just wanted to give you a brief tour of the place. Let me see what the time is. Lord have mercy, 9:10. I need to get back before 9:30 because somebody is leaving. One of my colleagues is leaving, and they're doing this leaving meeting sort of thing. So, cam. So I need to get back, get myself on cam, and do that. Those steaks were so nice yesterday. I bought the extortionate steaks from the supermarket, and they were good. They were really good. And yesterday, so it filled me up. The steaks filled me up. So yeah, Central Commercial, that's the supermarket here that I like to go to. There's a guy, I don't know. He used to drop me, this guy here. I used to buy bags of food. He would take me in the car back to the apartment at Villa Cabral. It was good, you know. Would just drive me there. Like, obviously, you go to the supermarket in the UK, you can call a taxi. I used to have a phone there, but now, you know, everyone uses Uber, whatever, and you can get your taxi. But here it's like a personalised service from the supermarket themselves. They will, if you got enough shopping, they will take you to your residence. So it's good. Dogs are so curious. I just had a dog by me, and it's just seen me with the cab. Just come up to see what's going on. But yeah, I felt full. I felt good. I feel like it pained me to pay that money for those steaks. It really did. I wasn't happy about paying it, but it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it because I felt good. I had 2 filet mignons, and it's not even my favourite cut because I like ribeye. I like sirloin. Ribeye most. You know, I love tomahawk and cote de boeuf, which are just giant ribeyes. But the ribeyes, you know, the fat content, as long as the fat content is quality, that's what I like. So I was walking and cutting through, trying to figure out where I need to walk up. But yeah, I had that, and it felt good. And then I went to the beach to recall my energy, and then afterwards I decided, after I went to the beach, I recalled my energy, I watched the sunset, and after I watched the sunset, I text Antonia. She's from Santa Antile, and look, let me show you something. Down there, that blue door, that's my ex's house. And before it didn't have a roof, next door to the blue door, actually that whole part is his house. And now it's built up. And thank God it's not from my money, yeah? But I contacted Antonia. I met her because she's a masseuse, and she gave me a hot stone massage one time and a deep tissue massage that were absolutely amazing. So contacted her. She's always working, but I contacted her to ask her if she wasn't busy, then we could meet up. And then I didn't hear from her, so I assumed she was working. And because I was very close, she works by the beach, almost on the beach. So I went, what did I do after that? Watched the sunset, walked around for a bit. I walked through the Barraca actually, and thought, I could film it and show you lot. And then afterwards, I went to a place called Sodad, a bar, and I decided to treat myself to 2 pina coladas. So I did that. 2 pina coladas, and they were good. Been there before because someone called Christine, an Italian lady that I met when I was at the gym, her husband's got a business here. She started talking to me, we started talking to each other, and then we had met at Sadad Bar in July on her last day here, and she was coming back. So that was she was going back to Italy, and then she said she was coming back in October. So at that time, I thought I was coming here to live. So I was like, oh, when you come back, I'll be here. And we can, well, you know, when you come back, I'll be here and we can chill out and stuff. You know, I was looking forward to my life here. Then I thought I was never coming back. But she came yesterday because we've kept in contact. And I said to her, I'm here. Just remember, she said, I asked her if she was here. And she said, I'm coming back today. So she told me that before. I messaged her when I knew that I was going to be here in Boa Vista this time round. So she's landed now. She came yesterday. She messaged me. She's here. So hopefully I can meet her today before I go. That would be nice to see her again, because I don't have any intentions to come back here again. And I hope God doesn't bring me back here again. Came back here for a reason, to reclaim this place on my terms and to call back my energy. I think this is the two things that I was sent back here by God to do, to recall my energy and reclaim this place on my terms. So the memories that I have of coming here this time around are not for anyone else. Look, this bar bomb Sasego. This is what I was telling you, Sasego, in one of my videos when I was in Maya. And, you know, there's a place called Sasego. And I said to you, in Boa Vista they have as well. There. So, 12 Disciples photo, picture, portrait up there on the wall. It's behind the church, it's the back of the church. But yeah, so reclaim this place on my terms, not someone else's terms. My memories that I have now are not, oh, I came here in November to get my luggage and I wasn't happy and stuff. No, this time round I come here and it was unexpected, but it's on my terms. It's basically on my terms. Okay, it's 9:20 and I'm walking on the road back to my apartment now. It's just a straight road. Hopefully I should be there in 5 minutes. Like, share, comment, subscribe, baby. If you like this content, like, share, comment, subscribe. It all helps the algorithm. Trying to grow the channel. And hopefully you enjoy the content, because I enjoy walking and talking and saying whatever's on my mind. So anyway, I had these 2 pina coladas, which were good. Sat by myself outside this Ciudad, it's a restaurant bar. Had the 2 pina coladas, which were glorious. And then I decided I was going to phone Antonia to find out what's going on, because I looked at my phone and I saw she messaged me about 5 minutes before and said, where are you? So let's finish off this drink and then meet her if she's available. So I phoned her, she was like, yeah, I'll meet you. So yesterday, finished the drinks. I was meant to go back to my apartment to work on some content for something else. And I didn't end up going back to my apartment till much later. So we met and it was so nice to see her. So nice to see her after this time, because I never thought I'd see her again. And she was one of the few memories, good memories that I had of this place. You know, her and her partner's from Sal Rei, she's from Santa Antao. They took me around the Barraca just to walk around one evening. I've been there before, but they took me around in the evening, which was nice. And they took me to a village called Boa as well. So it was nice. So I didn't think I'd see her again, but we kept in contact on WhatsApp. And I sent her messages of the places, pictures, where I was at and stuff like that. So nice to see her. I'm getting a massage from her tomorrow before I leave. Before I leave this island, I want a deep tissue massage from Antonia. Just a good massage, you know, good deep tissue, the best deep tissue massage I've ever had. So, you know, you do weights and stuff in between my shoulder blades, my traps to get, you know, stiff. So the last massage that I had was from her. So it'd be nice to have another good massage. So I will get that tomorrow. But hopefully I see Christine today, and I see Antonia tomorrow, and just good memories, good memories. I'm leaving Boa Vista with good memories. And the other thing I started then was people that I talk to, that I meet, that I talk to. I say, do you have YouTube? I say, yeah. I just say, put the app up on your phone. Put the app up on their phone. I just punch in my channel and subscribe them. Just do it. And then tell them, watch my content when you got time. But I just subscribe them to my channel. So you have to get, you know, to get direct. You have to get proactive. So that's what I'm doing. Just say to them, subscribe to my channel. You got YouTube? There you go. Just subscribe them. Click the notification bell. I just do it all. Anyway, I'm coming into my apartment now. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will speak to you soon. Ciao, ciao. Get rid of this.